Good morning, my friends. This is Enlightened Fitness. I am Lama Jigme Gyatso. This is the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to my office. Lavish, is it not? As with every Enlightened Fitness video, there are going to be three portions: nutrition, exercise, and guided meditation. Why do we start with nutrition? Because, my friends, we cannot exercise our way out of poor culinary choices. There's a great big ugly myth that if we want to be healthy, happy, and beautiful, we have to be ruthless with our culinary choices. But there is a minority of MDs who practice nutritional medicine. They teach you otherwise. They teach that not only is it safe to practice culinary compassion, but it is the only way to achieve the health, longevity, beauty, strength, and leanness that we each desire. My three favorite physicians in this group would be Dr. Michael Greger, Dr. Neil Barnard, and Dr. John McDougall. This morning, I'm going to share with you an excerpt from his latest book, The Starch Solution. I love, one of the things that I love about Dr. John McDougall is he is not a flash in the pan. He has been practicing and teaching nutritional medicine for numerous decades. That's substantial. Dairy foods cause other serious health hazards. Milk labeling is notoriously misleading. Whole milk advertised as 3.5% fat may indeed have 3.5% fat by weight, but in terms of calories, half of them come from fat. Most of it, the saturated artery clogging kind. Okay, this is my quick commentary. What does it say about the laws of the land if our government allows industry to lie to consumers? Deception is a lie. The Food and Drug Administration is supposed to protect us from fraudulent manufacturers, not coddle them. There is something stinks in the state of Denmark, to quote Hamlet. Let's continue. Even milk labeled low fat or 2%, again by weight, gets nearly 1/3, 32% of its calories from fat. Cheese is the worst offender. Roughly 70% of its calories come from fat. Fat is the major contributor to obesity, and from obesity comes type 2 diabetes. Folks, Dr. Neil Barnard explores this further in his book on reversing diabetes. It's a wonderful book. Basically, our cells have receptors that are kind of like locks. Our insulin is like a key, and a key is designed to open up the lock so we can usher in the glucose from our bloodstream into our cells. The problem is, if we were, remember in junior high when we had lockers and a malicious kid would put glue in the locks so that kids couldn't get into the locker? Remember that? That's what an excess of fat in our bloodstream does to our cells. It's the fat that causes or that reduces insulin sensitivity. That is the cause of type 2 diabetes. Not only is the fat we eat the fat we wear, additionally, the fat we eat is the fat that creates the causes of type 2 diabetes. Let's continue. Come on, smartphone. Don't be that way. Come on. There we go. Fat is highly publicized as a hazard of consuming dairy products. But dairy proteins and the milk sugar lactose also lead to common illnesses. Cancer is caused, at least in part, by both high and low-fat dairy products implicating other components of dairy products besides the fat. The protein in milk increases growth hormones like IGF-1 that promote the development and growth of common cancers such as breast and prostate, colon, brain, and lung cancer. That sounds like my family tree, I gotta tell you. Birth father, brain cancer. Stepfather, prostate cancer. Mother, colon cancer. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. Dairy proteins are a major contributor to food allergies and more serious autoimmune diseases as wide-ranging as rheumatoid arthritis, asthma, and multiple sclerosis. Many people think that asthma is caused by allergies. It's an autoimmune disorder. That's a big wake-up call, or at least it should be. Intolerance of milk sugar lactose, causes the majority of people worldwide to become ill with stomach cramps, diarrhea, and gas, also known as lactose intolerance. Although a case can be made against many of dairy's individual components, protein, fat, cholesterol, sugar, lack of dietary fiber, or complex carbohydrates, such microanalyses distract us with oversimplification and Cartesian reductionism that misses the larger point. Dairy foods make people fat and sick. Plain and simple, dairy foods are not intended for or tolerated by children or adults. Cow's milk is for cows, and then only for the first 6 months of their lives. In a small box, we see illnesses caused by or associated with consumption of dairy foods. Body systems affected, general symptoms. Let's see if I get this over here. I'm not sure if this chart's going to translate real well auditorially. Okay, I'll do my best. Body systems affected, general. Symptoms and illnesses, loss of appetite, growth retardation. Body systems affected, upper gastrointestinal. Symptoms and illnesses, canker sores, irritation of the tongue, lips, and mouth, tonsil enlargement, vomiting, gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, Sanford's syndrome, peptic ulcer disease, colic, stomach cramps, abdominal distension, intestinal obstruction, type 1 diabetes. Bodily systems affected, lower gastrointestinal. Symptoms and illnesses, bloody stools, colitis, malabsorption, diarrhea, painful defecation, fecal soiling, infantile colic, chronic constipation, infantile food, protein-induced, tough word, enterocolitis syndrome, Crohn's disease, and of course, ulcerative colitis. But wait, there's more. Body systems affected respiratory. Symptoms and illnesses: stuffy or runny nose, inner ear infections, sinus infections, wheezing, asthma, pulmonary infiltrates. Body systems affected: bone and joint. Symptoms and illnesses: rheumatoid arthritis, juvenile and adult. Lupus, oh, tough word. Behçet's disease, psoriatic arthritis, oh goodness, I don't know how to pronounce this. Ankylosing spondylitis, a winning answer in Scrabble. Body systems affected: skin, symptoms and illnesses, rashes, atopic dermatitis, eczema, seborrhea, hives, acne. Bodily systems affected: nervous, symptoms and illnesses, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, autism, schizophrenia, irritability, restlessness, hyperactivity, headache, lethargy, fatigue, allergic tension, allergic tension fatigue syndrome, muscle pain, mental depression, bedwetting. Symptoms affected: blood, symptoms and illnesses, abdominal blood clotting, iron deficiency anemia, low serum proteins. Oh gosh, another tough word. Thrombocytopenia, eosinophilia. Another winning answer for Scrabble. Body systems affected: other. Symptoms and illnesses: nephrotic syndrome, glomerulonephritis, anaphylactic shock and death, which can really foul up your day, sudden infant death syndrome, injury to the arteries causing arteritis, and eventually atherosclerosis. Yeah, milk, it does not do a body good. Did you know there was a time in America where if you made claims that were unfounded, that resulted in a corporation losing profit, you could be sued? But there was something snuck into the Patriots Act. And now, if you say something that reduces a corporation's profits, even if it's 100% accurate, you can still be sued and arrested as a terrorist. Folks, no. Science must be science. Why? Because science. So, in conclusion, it's safe to practice culinary compassion. We have never needed to enslave, rape, torture, or murder non-human animals on our behalf. Doing so is killing us. And while that may be just, it's not optimal. That concludes the first third of the tape. Now it's time for the second third. I said tape because I'm an old man and I'm used to cassettes. Now it's time for fitness. We're going to use high intensity interval training, also known as HIIT, using the Tabata 4-minute paradigm. It's equipment free. If it's equipment free, it's excuse free. You ain't got no excuse. 4 minutes, anybody can find 4 minutes a day to work out. We don't want to work out cold, so we're going to warm up. Warm up part 1 is imaginary jump rope, because it takes a special type of spazziness to trip over an imaginary jump rope. Jump, use your imaginary jump rope on the balls of your feet. Woo, goodness gracious. You're kneeling in front of that computer. Oh boy. Okay. So keep the legs, keep the hips and the knees and the ankles bent on the balls of the feet, just like men at the line of scrimmage or boxers in a ring. On the balls of the feet. Or if you're a sci-fi geek, like a werewolf movie, on the balls of the feet. Get the hands going. That's really useful to warm up the muscles of the torso. Okay. Now the second part of the warm-up is playing with today's exercises. Today's compound plyometric exercises are called the Thrilling Three. The first one spotlights the pulling muscles of our body. The muscles that help us pull into the fetal position. Our forearms, our upper arms, our lats, even our core muscles. Things that pull us into a fetal position. So let's start with beginner's variation. Feet together, subtle bend in the knees, hands out on the in-breath, on the out-breath, fetal position. Okay. For intermediate, allow the legs to participate. For advanced, let's add a twist to engage even more of the core, to make it even more asymmetrical. This, believe it or not, will get your heart pumping. Second exercise, variations on a theme, squat thrusts and burpees. We're going to use wide stance. So, beginners, squat, step, 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 stand. Squat, step, 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 stand. Squat, step, 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 stand. Intermediate, squat, thrust, thrust, stand. Squat, thrust, thrust, stand. Squat, thrust, thrust, stand. On the balls of the feet. Advanced, we're going to add a jump. Squat, thrust, thrust, jump, squat, thrust, thrust, jump, squat, thrust, thrust, jump. Moderately advanced, we're going to add a tuck jump. Squat, thrust, thrust. Ooh. Squat, thrust, thrust, jump. Ooh. Squat, thrust, thrust, jump, tuck. Moderately advanced, we're going to add a push-up. Squat, thrust, press, tuck jump. Ooh. Thrust, down, up, thrust, tuck jump. I assure you, it'll get your heart and lungs going. A third set, we're going to start in a push and a fist push-up position. Fist push-ups, planking, right knee, left armpit, left knee, right armpit. Some people call these grasshoppers. So we can do it one leg for beginners, then the other leg, then the other leg, then the other leg. For intermediate, it's more of a sprint. Now that we're warmed up, let's perform 4-minute Tabak protocol, which is essentially 20 seconds of high intensity activity followed by 10 seconds of transition or rest. We've only got 4 minutes, so let's work out as intensely as is safe for us to do at our present fitness level. Come on, smartphone. All right. We are preparing for the modified starbursts. Okay, wow. Prepare for burpees. Ooh. 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 Prepare for grasshoppers. Prepare for starburst. Burpees. Prepare for grasshoppers. Starburst. Prepare for burpees. Done. Let's get some water. Okay. Twist neck and spine to the left. Reverse. Back to center. Curl neck and spine. Extend. Okay, bend, neck and spine to the side. Reverse. Left arm out, palms up, articulate the wrist up, fold into a tricep twist, extend the arm, palm down, wrist down, drop the arm, stretch the bicep. Opposite side, arm out, palm up, wrist up, fold in for a tricep stretch. Extend out, palm up, wrist down, arm down, stretch the bicep. half eagle pose. Left arm bent, right arm pulls. Reverse, right arm bent, left arm pulls. All right, let's lace our hands behind our tush. Fold, arms one direction. And reverse. Release the hands, clasp in front, fold in one direction, and then the other. Okay. Up on our knees for the camel pose where we stretch out our abs. And now child's pose where we stretch out our glutes and back. From here, let's arch back and stretch out the thighs. And now let's stand up and prepare for standing forward bends gently for the backs of our legs. This is not for our back, this is for our legs. Let's walk into a tent pose. Stretch out our left calf. Drag the foot. Stretch out our right calf. Drag the foot. All right, let's sit down and prepare for the third portion of our class, guided meditation. This is not a meditation class, but a guided meditation. For meditation instruction via video, I'd recommend downloading the free PDF, Buddha's Techniques and Lao Tzu's Principles. Throughout it, there are links that take you to videos. If you prefer live instruction, you can use another link in the doodly-doo to register for a class, either in person if you live in Southern California, or a live webinar simulcast. There are no fees. It's simply by donation. By using another link in the doodly-doo. Some people make big donations, some people make small donations, some people make 0 donations. No one is turned away as long as they consistently arrive for class 5 minutes early, come prepared, ready to learn, and enthusiastically play with the techniques they learned during class every morning, every evening, for as little as 5 minutes twice daily. I'm going to assume that you've already downloaded your PDF and you're reading it on your smartphone via your free Kindle app. Come on, smartphone. I carry all my books on my smartphone. Woohoo! Much easier on the back. Please join me on page 8. Today's guided meditation is 55 minutes. If this is your first time watching my silly talking head, go back to the first link in the doodly-doo and let that guide you to a page where you can choose from my workout videos. I recommend choosing a workout video with a 5-minute guided meditation. Do that every day for a week. And then a 10-minute for the second week, and then 15 minutes in the third week, and you get the idea. This is 55 minutes. It ain't for the faint of heart. Timer has started. The first 12 exercises are about using mindfulness of breath, body, bliss, joy, tranquility, contentment and tranquility to center us down, not as an escape from reality, but as a way to prepare ourselves to dance with reality in a more skillful manner. The first rhetorical question, how deep breath? Relaxing. Where feel bliss? Relaxing. How deep breath? Relaxing. Please turn with me to page 9. Grin with lips to breath, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to breath, relaxing. Grin with eyes to breath, relaxing. If this is new to you, go back to the PDF, start at the beginning, and watch the video behind each link to get you up to speed. Where feel joy? Relaxing. Grin to breath, relaxing. Please join me on page 10. Grin with lips to body, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to body, relaxing. Grin with eyes to body, relaxing. Where feel content, relaxing. Grin to body, relaxing. Please join me on the next page. I think it's 11. Yay, it is. How slow breath, relaxing. Where feel tranquil, relaxing. How slow breath, relaxing. Please turn with me to page 15. Mindfulness of body's behavior. What's doing? Relaxing. How sitting? Relaxing. Grin to body, relaxing. The next 38 exercises will help us cultivate mindfulness of the body's components, which also lays the foundation for the first pillar of Buddha's wisdom teachings, interdependence. Everything is affected by everything else, and everything affects everything else, directly or indirectly, subtly or overtly, immediately or eventually. The first 3 exercises help us become mindful of the body as a unity. Grin with lips to body, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to body, relaxing. My mistake, I forgot to tell you what page we are on. Please accept my apology. It should be page 22. Grin with eyes to body, relaxing. Grin from soles to scalp, relaxing. Grin from scalp to soles, relaxing. Please turn with me to the 23rd page. These 5 exercises help us to cultivate mindfulness of the body's superficial components. Grin with lips to head hairs, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to head hairs, relaxing. Grin with eyes to head hairs, relaxing. Grin to body hairs, relaxing. Grin to these nails, relaxing. Grin to teeth, relaxing. Grin to skin, relaxing. Please turn with me to page 24. As we become more mindful of the body's structural, tough word to pronounce, structural components. Grin with lips to flesh, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to flesh, relaxing. Grin with eyes to flesh, relaxing. Grin to sinews, relaxing. Grin to bones, relaxing. Grin to marrow, relaxing. Grin to kidneys, relaxing. Please turn with me to page 25. Grin with lips to heart, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to heart, relaxing. Grin with eyes to heart, relaxing. Grin to liver, relaxing. Grin to intestines, relaxing. Grin to diaphragm, relaxing. Grin to spleen, relaxing. Please turn with me to page 26. Grin with lips to lungs, relaxing. This is the second set of 5 exercises focused upon the organs. Grin with cheeks to lungs, relaxing. Grin with eyes to lungs, relaxing. Grin to colon, relaxing. Grin to mesentery, relaxing. Grin to stomach contents, relaxing. Grin to feces, relaxing. Please turn to page 27. Grin with lips to brain, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to brain, relaxing. Grin with eyes to brain, relaxing. This is the first set of 5 exercises primarily focused upon the body's substances. Grin to bile, relaxing. Grin to phlegm, relaxing. Grin to pass, relaxing. Grin to blood, relaxing. Please turn to page 28. Welcome to the second set of 5 exercises focusing upon the body's substances. Grin with lips to sweat, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to sweat, relaxing. Grin with eyes to sweat, relaxing. Grin to fat, relaxing. Grin to tears, relaxing. Grin to grease, relaxing. Grin to lymph, relaxing. Please turn to page 29. This is the third set of 5 exercises primarily focused upon our body's substances. Grin with lips to saliva, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to saliva, relaxing. Grin with eyes to saliva, relaxing. Grin to snot, relaxing. Grin to joint oil, relaxing. Grin to urine, relaxing. Grin to body, relaxing. Let's turn ahead in our text to page 32, where we begin looking at the first two of four metaphoric elements. Where feel body's earth elements, relaxing. Grin with lips to body's earth, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to body's earth, relaxing. Grin with eyes to body's earth, relaxing. Where feel body's water elements, relaxing. Grin to body's water element, relaxing. Please join me on page 34. For the second two of the four metaphoric elements. Where feel body's fire element, relaxing. Grin with lips to body's fire, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to body's fire, relaxing. Grin with eyes to body's fire, relaxing. Where feel body's air, relaxing. Grin to body's air element, relaxing. Let's turn ahead in the text to the final section, exploring the body's base of mindfulness. I think it's page 40. I'd like to call this the Addams Family, or the Tim Burton-inspired set of contemplations, considering the deep progressive decomposition of a corpse. Not only does it help us become mindful of our own inevitable mortality, but it awakens us to the second pillar of Buddha's wisdom teachings, impermanence. A swollen, blue, and festering corpse, what could that look like? How could this body end up like that? Next page. 41. A corpse eaten by animals? What could that look like? How could this body end up like that? A corpse reduced to a meaty skeleton, what could that look like? How could this body end up like that? Please turn with me to page 42. A corpse reduced to a blood-smeared skeleton, what could that look like? How could this body end up like that? A corpse reduced to a bare skeleton, what could that look like? How could this body end up like that? Please turn with me to page 43. A corpse reduced to loose bones. What could that look like? How could this body end up like that? A corpse reduced to sun-bleached bare bones. What could that look like? How could this body end up like that? Please join me on page 44. A corpse reduced to a pile of aging bones. What could that look like? And that's the alarm. So that is all the guided meditation that you get for today. Let us make the most out of each day, for it very well may be our last. Please join me on the second to last page of the text. The free Kindle app really does make navigating the PDF much easier. We're going to be using the bookend chant. Please chant with me. May all be skilled and peaceful, as well as seek the good. May all be able and upright, straightforward, of gentle speech and not proud. May all be content and easily supported, unburdened with the senses calmed. May all be wise, not arrogant. May all be without desire for the possessions of others. May all do nothing mean or that the wise would reprove. May all beings be happy. May they live in safety and joy. All living beings, whether weak or strong, stout or lean, tall or short, seen or unseen, near or distant, born or to be born, may they all be happy. May no one deceive another, or despise any being in any state. May none by anger or hatred wish harm to another. As a mother watches over her only child, willing to risk her own life to protect her child, so with a boundless heart, may all cherish each living being, suffusing the whole wide world with unobstructed loving kindness. May each be unattached to speculations, reasons, sense desires, and have clear vision, for such a person could never be reborn in the cycle of suffering. Standing or walking, sitting or lying down, during all one's waking hours, may each remain mindful of this heart and this way of living. That is the best in the world. My friends, I thank you for your time and your kind attention. May you and yours be healthy and happy. I'll see you, or you'll see me, in the next video. Bye-bye now.